Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in Week 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Gun. Got. 11 MT take. Got.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Got.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
A can. Got.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
12. 11 Thomas. Got.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
11 coming.
Here's Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
Rager, the man in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
On one, ready?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Browns drive about to get started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Here's Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Chubb will get the call running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, pushing his way through. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
11.
More the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Burrow's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Touchdown, Bengals! Herb Smith Jr. from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to move back in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns 10. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Down, he's coming.
Here's Watson. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll change things up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Now Brown. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
11 mighty.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Dances by at the 20. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Again, it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On point, ready?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
Here we go.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Now inside the 25. Elijah Moore.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And we'll see a return here.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Watson. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And it's going to be caught for the Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they go play action now. Burrow. Open right side, complete to Rager. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Bengals 31, Browns 28. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Watson on third down. Now this is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 24. 9, go.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
24. 9,
Watson off play action.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, Gardner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, you gotta go score.
Now it's Burrow.
That is intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick.
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
24.
Watson.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Watson to throw.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. To throw, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
To number 2, Amari Cooper.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. See, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Burrow.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Sacramento, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.